Good evening, my name is Brian Miller, and I'm here in Charlotte paying tribute to the late, great Mr. Charlie Bird Parker, here at the Jazz Room with the Jazz Arts Initiative. I think it's hard for any saxophonist not to listen to Charlie Parker. He's one of the greatest of his time, and even now his music stands the test of time. I mean, you can put in a Charlie Parker recording and it sounds just as good, if not better, than any modern day saxophonist today. He was my first musical influence when I went to North Carolina Central University and began to study. Dr. Ira Wiggins was my teacher, and that was the first influence that he gave me. And that's because dealing with the bebop language in jazz, Charlie Parker is the ultimate. He's the one that began that movement, and we as the younger musicians now are the ones that are here to carry it out. First thing you work on as a saxophonist is the sound. And anytime you turn on a Bird record, if you know anything about jazz music and have listened to any, I'd say at as little as 2 recordings, you know Charlie Parker when you hear his sound. There are only a few that you can really just automatically, after the first 3 or 4 notes, you know who Bird is. That's one thing that I really think has helped his music to stay around and to stand the test of time, because it's his signature, and his sound is his signature. You know it's him as soon as the record begins to play. Playing in the nightclub and the drummer threw a cymbal at him. It said that the drummer threw a cymbal at him. Imagine the heartbreak that you feel because everyone begins to laugh at you and you're ashamed. And, Bird left out of there. He left out of there as a dejected or rejected musician, and then he surfaced some 2 or 3 years later after spending 12 to 16 hours a day practicing for that time, and began to wipe the stage with everyone, that at one time was saying, oh, he's this cat that'll never make it, he'll never be anything. And yet some of those guys are the guys you never hear a word about. Yet Charlie Bird Parker, if you ask any person who knows anything about the jazz vocabulary and jazz saxophonist, Charlie Bird Parker is one of the first names that come out their mouth.